Good morning. Hello, my lovelies. What's up, Sarah Squad? Good morning. Who's here? Lydia, hello. Fat to Health, good morning. Jess, what's up? Erin, hello. Kelsey, good morning. LB, hi. Victoria, Jeanette, Deanna, oh my gosh, yes, all my favorite people. Hello. One step above pajamas. I love that name. that's like that's my style. Just a step above pajamas. Sheila, good morning. Hello. Oh, I'm so excited you're all here. Oh my goodness. Welcome to Caffeine and Calories. How do you guys like the rebrand? I'll call it the rebrand. That's not really what it is. I just wanted to make it more prettier. Hi Karen, hi Teresa. Hello. Currently in line at Starbucks. Well, hello Starbucks. I don't know if you have earbuds in. Oh my gosh, guys. You like it? Yay! Hopefully it all works really well. It's showing a little blurry on my preview screen, but that could be because, I don't know, could be because I'm running 20 different things. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Number one. Let's get the business out of the way because I am excited about our chat today. So as you guys know, the stream is sponsored by Coffee Over Cardio. Today in my cup, I have Doctor's Orders, which is a vanilla hazelnut flavor. And there is a link in the description box below for Coffee Over Cardio. And I have a code that lets you guys get 10% off your entire order. I have not had a bad flavor yet, and I've tried several. So, oh, good. It's not blurry. Okay, good. Yay. Oh, yay. That makes me happy. So, of course, any purchases that you guys make related to this live stream or from my affiliate links, it all goes back into my channel. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I think maybe I did. I'm trying to save up for a new streaming computer. The computer that I'm on right now, it's a Mac, and you can't do a whole lot of like really cool fun stuff that you can do on a PC while you're live streaming. So I really want to make the live stream like more better. So I'm saving up for a computer, and as you guys know, I'm sure they ain't cheap. They're really expensive. So it's gonna be like a hot minute before I personally have those kinds of funds. But so any purchases that you make, as you guys know, I just recently, like last week, started a Redbubble account with some Caffeine and Calorie and Sarah Squad designs. I actually just added, I'm kind of mad because I ordered stuff for myself. And then I added in this really pretty like rainbow gradient Caffeine and Calories, and I want that more than the one that I got. Did I have to spend more money on myself, which like kind of defeats the purpose? Anyway, that's the business. So the link to the Redbubble, link to Coffee Over Cardio, it's all in the description box below. So if you guys want to check that out when you have a chance, it's all good. So let me get caught up on chat. LB said, I didn't have the chance to make coffee before I took the kids to Sunday school, so I am jealous. This is my second cup of coffee. You guys always get me on cup of coffee number 2. Oh, LB, did you get your shirt? You want to hear something messed up? I got an email that said my package was delivered with my t-shirts that I ordered this morning. And then I was like, oh, well, that's really weird that they delivered it on a Sunday. I went out and looked in my mailbox. There was nothing. There was nothing on my porch. Well, I checked the actual tracking number, and it's still in Texas. So it's not here. So, like, what the heck? So it didn't really come. So next week I'll have on my caffeine over calories, or no, listen to me, caffeine and calories gear. So we'll look at that. Anyway, so today, very excited about this chat. It started, I was having a conversation with my mom. And my mom, so you guys know, is my mom in here? Sometimes she's in here, sometimes she's just listening. My mom really loves the live stream. So I was talking to my mom, and she said, she goes, I wish you would talk about loose skin. And I said, well, I don't have any, so that's why, that's why I don't talk about it. I don't have any yet. I haven't lost enough weight. I'm sure I will have some. But that conversation kind of snowballed into, we were talking about like insecurities, right? And some of the feelings that come along with weight loss, whether you have actually lost weight or not. So we were kind of talking about this, and I thought it'd be a really good topic for the live stream, because, you know, something I've been talking about, me and Christina Julia did the Heart Yourself Challenge, which was all about self-love. Hello, everybody just popping in. Hello, hello, hello. I'm not missing you. You know, and taking care of yourself, not only physically, right, as you're trying to lose weight, because really that's the ultimate goal, right, is it's not just about looking good. That's a big part of it, right? We want to look our best, what looks good to us. But we want to also live a long, healthy life, right? Like not have all these health issues related to obesity. But there's a lot of mental stuff that comes along with it. Teresa, I am so glad you're here, because Teresa actually has an app that does weight loss affirmations, which I absolutely love. It's really cool. So Teresa, feel free, if you want to just drop the name of your app in the chat, you're more than welcome to do that. So yeah, so I think it's just really something important to talk about. And oh yeah, of course, you're welcome. It's something I really wanted to talk about, was just like some of those feelings. So insecurity, right, is one of them. And that is regardless of, I think that's wherever you're at on your weight loss journey, is feeling insecure, not only about like weight loss, but like, you know, you become very aware of what other people think about you. I think especially when you get to the point that you start like having noticeable weight loss and people start mentioning it. And I think that, thank you, Teresa. Thank you for doing that. I think that, you know, when somebody says, you know, like, wow, you lost weight, you know, which personally, if I don't know that the person is on a weight loss journey, like I don't know that they are like purposely trying to lose weight, I don't bring it up to people. I will not say to somebody, if I notice their weight loss, I don't say like, wow, you've lost weight. I'll always keep it like very general, like, you look amazing, or how are you feeling? Like, how are you doing? Right? Because you don't know if somebody's sick, right? There's a lot of reasons you can lose weight. It's not always health related. So like, I just don't bring that up. But if somebody brings it up and I mention it, I choose to be like really careful about how I kind of broach that subject, because here's the thing. People have said it to me. I think, I don't remember if it was in here, if it was on the comment of somebody else's video, where I said something along the lines of, it was something talking about backhanded compliments. And when somebody says to you like, wow, you've lost a ton of weight. Oh, I haven't lost a ton. I've lost 20 something pounds. Well, now it's 30 something pounds, but still, it's so weird. It's like not a good thing. Please don't ever say that to somebody. Like, please don't ever say that to somebody. But then like, it kind of makes you feel like, okay, is that how people see me? Like, did people see me as somebody who had a ton of weight to lose? And that kind of makes it like even though, yeah, like I'm really proud of my weight loss, I mean, I don't have a ton of weight to lose. I have weight to lose. It's not a ton. Risa Bisa, hello. Hi, Erin. How are you? So, just kind of like building on that, right? Like, so even if you are like successfully losing or successfully maintaining, and then people make that kind of comment, like it makes you feel really insecure. Like, and there's always those thoughts that are gonna come along, like, it just doesn't leave you. Hi, Mrs. J. Hi, Alexandra. Alexandra, remind me in a few minutes that there was something I wanted to tell you. Because I think it was in last week's chat. Maybe last week's? Oh, no, it was in one of my premieres. You said something, and I wanted to respond to you, and I just didn't have time. So remind me later. Hi, Jeanette. So Jeanette makes a really good point right here. She said, something that helped me with this was making my journey known to my friends and family so that when it becomes obvious that I lost a lot of weight, it became less awkward for others to mention it. And I think that's really, really interesting. Everybody knows I've been forever, because I've been trying to lose weight forever. Forever, I have been trying to lose weight, and I'm very public about it. I had, when I was doing the keto diet years ago, I had a very active Instagram. I'm still active on Instagram, not as much as I used to be. But when I did keto, I was very, very active on there. It was a very big community. Yeah, so one step above pajamas. If you want to tell me your real name, that's completely up to you. But that way I don't call you by your handle every time. But what you just said, I can't hear comments from certain people about my weight without it bothering me. My dad. Yeah, I 100% get that. I have an aunt who on my dad's side who like tried to blame my dad about her concerns for my weight. And she said something like, "Oh, I know your dad was very concerned about how heavy you were." I'm like, really? Because I talk to my dad every day and he's never said anything to me. So anyway, so yeah, I just think that's, and you guys can jump in. I know, Jess, I know. You guys can jump in, but like that insecurity, I mean, that's really, it's kind of a hard thing to deal with. And it's like, yes, I'm really, really proud of myself for losing weight. But like there are times where it's very, very hard to see yourself as somebody who's lost weight. And it makes you kind of worry about like how much value was put on me as a person because of my weight. And I just think it's a really interesting, thing to think about. And I don't know that I don't know that it will ever go away. And you hear that from a lot of people who have been successful. And I know several of you in here have been very successful and reached your weight loss goals. So you can jump in here too. But I mean, do you ever stop feeling like the big person in the room? Do you know what I mean? Because for me, like currently I still am the big person in the room. Like I still have some to go, quite a ways to go. But there's just stuff that sticks with you. Let me get caught up on chat here because I see you guys are chatting. So let me get in on that. Yeah, I know it's messed up. I actually cut that ant off, so that was only one of the reasons. So, I mean, I take that for where it is. And Teresa said, sometimes I just don't feel like talking about my weight loss with my family. You know what? My family's really supportive. We're all over the place. Like, so I'm in Oklahoma. Most of my family is in New Jersey. My mom is in North Carolina. Like, so we're all over the place. So like they don't see me. And I actually sent that picture to them that I posted on my Instagram last week, the one in the gray Power to the Females shirt that I was wearing, that comparison picture. I actually sent that because I haven't seen my family, since 2019. Oh no, that's not true. My dad was here in March of 2020. When everything started shutting down, my dad was here. Um, but I hadn't tried. I wasn't really. I mean, I was starting to lose weight, but I was more heavy than even when I started the YouTube channel. So he didn't really know like that. I mean, at the time, I was still so heavy, like you wouldn't have known I really lost weight. Alexandra said, I didn't tell many people about my weight loss or channel, and some of the few that know always tell me, you say you were trying to lose weight, but it doesn't show. Like, are you actually trying? Rude. That's rude. I'm sorry, Alexandra. Nobody should say that to you. That would be, my response to that would be like a middle finger. And I might say it too. Kelsey said, I remember at my 8th birthday, my great aunt said, you look so much like your mom, but you're much bigger than she was at your age. Oh my God. That kind of crap sticks with you. And I mean, you were a little kid, 8 years old. That's your baby still. Ugh. Yes, I agree. LB, weight comments from family actually can be more hurtful even sometimes than strangers. Like, those a-holes who feel like they need to make a comment. Erin said, my favorite quote, you'd be so pretty if you just lost some weight. Or, you have such a pretty face. Gag me. Yes. Ugh. Backhanded. Backhanded compliment. Ugh. Erin said, people have such a lack of awareness around what's appropriate to say or not, as well as that it's not okay to say things about someone's weight as it can really hurt. Yeah, and even like, and like I started mentioning earlier, right? Like when somebody has lost a bunch of weight, I mean, you don't know. People lose weight when they have like cancer and stuff. So to be like, oh, you lost a ton of weight, and they're like, oh, thanks, I had cancer. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't freaking know. You don't know what somebody's going through. You gotta be careful with that. Like, I just think weight comments should be kind of off the table for anybody, family, friends, whatever. Like, if you don't know, or if I don't say like, hey, I've been trying to lose weight, mind your business. Deanna said, I am still the big person, but I do not feel like it. Girl, you look amazing. You do not look like the big person. I am watching you shrink before my eyes. But I really don't think that feeling goes away though. Like, even when you do, I kind of remember that when I lost weight the last time. I hate saying that, but it's true. I was down to like 180 something, and that's like darn close to what my goal weight is, and I still felt really big. Jess said something that is like my favorite thing in the world. She said, Deanna, you are so much more than your weight or size. That goes for everybody. You are much, much more than your body size. Absolutely. Thank you, Jess. That was very sweet. Let me get caught up here. Deanna said, actually, let me say, today I don't feel like that fat person. Tomorrow I will probably change my mind. Aw, Deanna, we love you. I'm like really behind. You guys are chatty today. This is good. Lydia said, when you're used to always being the biggest person in the room or group and one day you're not, it's very weird. I've lost 90 pounds so far and I'm still getting used to being my new size. I can only imagine. I mean, I imagine it like I've been saying, like, I don't think that ever really goes away. Mrs. J said, something else that happens is that I grab new clothing item and I look at it and think, no way it will fit. It's so small looking, but it does fit. Like, my brain hasn't caught up yet. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Alexandra said, shout out to people that want to help you lose weight and constantly send you fad diet links. Alexandra, I know exactly what you're... You know what's worse? Please don't take offense to this, anybody, if you do this in here. I'm going to say something it's not mean. But when you, like, talk about weight loss and then somebody's like, oh, I have this ketone drink that you can try. You know, it's like poop tea. You should join my Beachbody program. No. No. No offense to anybody who does that. Because there are some people who go about it just fine. But there are other people who have no freaking chill. Like, come on. Hi, Caitlin. How are you? Oh, man. Kelsey said, I still feel like I'm huge. I keep my size 18 jeans as a reminder of how far I've come. Oh, I kind of love that. That's awesome. Jeanette said, even though I'm now at a pretty average size, there are still days when all I see is the non-lean parts of me. Thankfully, this doesn't happen too often. I think that's just like, you got to like mentally build yourself up for that, right? Mary said, as a person who has gone through body dysmorphia disorder, it's hard to not get affected for others' comments, but I learned to like don't get bothered by them. I kind of have a don't give up attitude now. I love that, Mary. Good for you. Good for you. That's amazing. Okay. Alex with an I, what's up? Hashtag Sarah Squad. I love you guys. You're so amazing. Teresa said, I do think it is important to try and not let others' thoughts become our own. Oh, love that. Love that. If we remember the badasses we are, we can just let others' comments roll off our shoulders. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Deanna said, my favorite story from losing weight the first time was attending my brother's wedding and then not recognizing myself in the photos. I was looking for 200 pounds me, not 120 pounds me. Whoa, what a weird feeling, right? Ah, that's a weird feeling. Caitlin, today we're talking about feelings. We're talking about feelings and things that come along with a weight loss journey. Right now we're kind of talking about our insecurities around weight loss. Like, even if you are losing weight, there's still like some stuff that comes along with that. Mary said, what I do hate about other people's comments is that as soon as they know that you are losing weight, it's that everybody becomes a health professional giving you advice that you don't even ask. Boom. Mic drop. Oh, God. Why? Do you want to hear something? Okay. Don't get offended by this, okay, folks? All right? Don't get offended. This is just, you know, my opinions are my own solely, and you guys are allowed to disagree with me. But somebody said to me, oh, if you want to lose weight, like, just don't eat for a week. And I said, don't eat for a week. I feel like I might die. And she said to me, no, it's an extended fast. You just drink water the whole time. And I said, this girl's name is Shelly. I said, Shelly, that's starving yourself. And she goes, no, it's not. It's fasting. I said, no, it's starving yourself. That is starving yourself. If you are not eating food, you are starving yourself. And she goes, no, I do this all the time. And I said, girl, then you're starving yourself all the time and you might have an eating disorder because that is not normal. And she got really upset. She actually got really upset with me because I kind of like, I really did push back against this. Because would you tell somebody, right? Like, okay, I think fasting has become like a pretty word in the diet and weight loss community. And fasting, I don't think was ever really designed as a tool for weight loss. I think it was designed for like a spirituality thing. And I could be wrong about that. I'm willing to be wrong. So go ahead and correct me. But I mean, if you swap out the word fasting for starving yourself, it's the same ass thing. Oh, if you want to lose weight real quick, just starve yourself for 3 days. Oh, if you want to lose weight real quick, just fast for 3 days. Tell me the difference. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm glad you guys agree with me. Like, okay, yes, I know fasting has become a trend. It's a pretty word. It's just like, and I know some of you do this, but like intermittent fasting, you're just skipping breakfast. You're skipping breakfast. Leave it to millennials. Leave it to millennials to give skipping breakfast a fancy name. No, I'm not knocking anybody who does that, okay? I'm not. You to each their own, as long as you're healthy and doing it safely. Okay, I'm not mocking you. I don't want anybody to feel like that, because I know a couple of you intermittent fast. But you're just skipping breakfast. I'm just playing. Well, I'm not playing. This is my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm not a big fan, but like you just don't need to do it. You don't need to do that. Yeah, I know. And there are some people who are like, oh, I only need to eat once a day, right? Like, and that's cool. But like, I don't think you need to give it a fancy name. I am a millennial, by the way. Oh, I spit. I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry about that. I am a millennial, and I have no problem making fun of other millennials. We are ridiculous. Hi, Mom! We were talking about you earlier in the best way. Caitlin. Which is fine. Listen, like I said, to each their own. These are just my feelings. I'm not making fun of anybody. I just feel like you probably don't need to do that. Yes, Sarah's mom is here. Everybody be on your best behavior. No, I'm just kidding. My mom's cool. Carry on. Oh, that coffee is so good. I'm like addicted to that vanilla hazelnut flavor. Now I switched to water. Anyway, to each their own, right? Like, do your thing. I just think some things that we do for the sake of, hi, LaFay, some things that we do for the sake of dieting or losing weight, it's just like, don't need to do that. But like I said, to each their own. Anyway, so moving on. So yesterday on my community tab, or my community post, community thread, I don't know what they call it. What do they call it? Anyway, on the community part of my YouTube, I did post, I pre-posted the topic because I wanted to kind of get some input from you guys. And I did get 2 comments on that. One was from Risa Bisa. Risa, are you still in here? I know I saw you pop in before. Just wave if you're here. I can't see you, but wave in the chat, I mean. But Risa made a comment that, number one, it was very, very Risa, because it was very funny, and she always cracks me up. But the comment was, and I thought this was a good thing to bring up here, is patience, right? So patience. Risa said, yay, you are still here. She said, I don't have my glasses on, and I can't even read my own handwriting. She said, I'm annoyed that I can't just go to sleep being chunky and wake up skinny. And I really felt that. Because it is a grind, right? Like, it is a grind when you have a significant amount of weight to lose. Or even an insignificant amount of weight to lose. I don't know. What's insignificant? I guess that doesn't make sense. You know, just the patience part of being on a weight loss journey is sometimes a lot. It can be a lot. Like, you have to be patient, and it is hard. It is hard sometimes. And I think that even though, like, I guess, you know, patience is really like a virtue. I don't know if it's like a tangible thing, but it's really, really hard, right? Like, it's really hard. Oh, I saw I got tagged here. Deanna said, Erin brings up a great conversation that I think could be its own show, relationships and weight loss. You know what? Topic for next week. I gotta make a note because I won't remember. Yes, I do think, I agree with you, Deanna. I actually love that topic. We'll save that for next week because I think that could be its own thing too. I think that could be its own thing. Relationships and weight loss. I am gonna save that. I actually love that. That's actually it's very important to me. We'll do that next week. That'll be our first live stream of March. Will be that. That's really good. Aaron said that so much that. Yeah, I agree. Aaron said, I make it part of my job to help deal with situations like that because it's one of the most common reasons for people getting derailed from their weight loss journeys. Oh, I must have missed something. What I miss? Oh, you guys were having a whole side conversation, so I'll come back to that. I'll circle back. Risa said, I used to actually pray to wake up skinny when I was a kid, and I'd literally wake up sad that I wasn't. I want to hug you. Oh, that's hard. Deanna said, it is really hard, and I think patience is one of my greatest qualities. Same here. I'm actually a really patient person as well. Oh, I just mic punch. Sorry. I feel like it's one of mine too, and sometimes I have a hard time, especially because the way that I am losing weight now, because I'm making it more of a lifestyle, it is going slower than say when I did keto a million years. It's so long ago. I shouldn't even bring it up anymore. It was back in 2017. But I did lose a lot of weight. I think it was 55 or 60 pounds that I lost at the time, and I lost it so fast. I mean, it was... Gosh, I want to say I started in April, and by August or September, I was down 60 something pounds. That has not been the case this time around. But the reason I didn't do that again was because I hated my life. I hated my life so much while I was on keto. I was the most cranky ass person ever. Hi, Becky. How are you? Yes, Lydia. Yes, I did do keto. I just hated myself. And I don't knock it. Listen, again, I don't knock anybody's way to lose weight as long as you're being healthy and actually taking care of yourself. I'm not going to knock anybody's way to lose weight. But for me, I knew when I started it was not going to be sustainable. And then when I just kind of got to a breaking point on it, which was, I want to say October of 2017, I just completely went bat-s crazy. Because I was I'm not doing this anymore, and then gained it all back. And then after my Disney trip in December of 2018, I had severe post-Disney depression, and that's when I gained most of the weight that I'm having to lose now. I think when I went to Disney, I was 230 pounds. Yeah, I was about 230 when I went to Disney. And then when we got back, 2018, I was miserable at my job at the time, and I mean miserable. I hated my job, and I had been at that job for about 6 years. I was miserable at that job, and I just couldn't get back into anything. So 2018 was a pretty rough year for us. Well, for me, I should say. It was a rough year for me. And so the rebounding from keto, and then also the after the Disney trip, I didn't find a new job until November of 2019. So it took a long time. So anyway, all that to say, yes, I did keto. I lost a bunch of weight, but I gained it all back and then some. So yeah, anyway. Ooh-wee. Okay, let me get caught up on chat because I just went on a rant. Where are we at? I'm going to talk about, Christine, I'm going to talk about my March goals on my Wednesday video this week. Let me get caught up. Jeanette said, I honestly appreciate the fact that it's hard because I've learned so much through this. It is good to remind myself that it was years of being unhealthy that got me to be obese. That's actually a really, really good point. Aaron said, it takes a lot of work on my end and can involve an almost intervention on my end to help mitigate a situation where a spouse is trying to derail their husband or wife from losing weight, but it's worth it. Yikes. I have not experienced that, thankfully. Oh my gosh. Aaron said, I started having to go to a dietitian when I was 8. Oh man. Kelsey said, I would always hope to wake up skinny. It sucks that when I was in elementary school, I was hoping to be skinny. Aww. Aww. I know. I think that's especially prevalent for women, or for females, I should say. Is that we started our struggles with weight and body image considerably younger. I'm not saying that's for all, because I know Aaron's story, right? Aaron had the opposite. He was just so small that it gave him some issues, which he talks about in one of his videos. I didn't want anybody to think I was just blowing up Aaron's personal business here. That's not my style. Aaron said, I dreamed of being the girl who would lose a ton of weight over the summer and show up back at school on the fall hot. That actually happened to me one year, my junior year of high school. But I had a shitty boyfriend at the time, which if I could go back in time and be like, yeah, I would have not done that, and I would have had myself some fun. Well, if I knew then what I knew now. Know now. Yeah, that's how it is in the movies. Reese is right. We go, you come back to school from the summer, and you're the hot girl, right? The glow up is what they call it, right? Even I just had this conversation with one of my kids, and they were saying like, why there's always like these stupid teen rom-coms where like the girl gets pretty all of a sudden, but she doesn't wear her glasses anymore. Like, so glasses equal not pretty. Oh, sorry. So sorry. My mom said Olivia struggles also being made fun of for being skinny. Yeah, well, you know what? Olivia just needs to like kick ass. Because I bet she could. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that either, Caitlin, actually. They do it a lot. I think I go back to thinking about like movies, like Risa said, like that's how it happens in the movies. Caitlin said, my mom was hospitalized for her ED and it kind of bled into how she raised me. Crash diet starting at 8. And that's definitely something I'm coming to terms with now. It takes a lot of healing. It's hard. It's hard to overcome those things that we've kind of lived with our whole life. Yes, Risa. That's exactly the movie I'm talking about too. Kelsey said, Sarah, with you on the shitty boyfriend. My boyfriend after high school wouldn't hang out with me unless I lost weight that week and would make me weigh myself on FaceTime in order to prove it. Ew. Ew. Ugh. That's toxic AF. Oh my God. I am so sorry. See, like, this is all the stuff, like, we just have to deal with all this. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like... Kelsey, I'm so sorry you went through that. I really am. I really am. Yeah, bye, boy. Peace out, you bitch. Like, what a jerk. Ugh. That's awful. That's awful. But it's like, all we can do now, like it happened, but all you can do now, like, this is something I struggle with too. This is something I really struggle with, is like letting go of all that past crap that happened or that people said that is awful, and like using it to, kick ass and be like, you know what, screw you. I'm doing this my way. And I'm going to do it on my time. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry that you went through that as well. I agree with everybody here. Like, the Sarah Squad Fight Club is ready for action. Well, they're just gonna go kick somebody's ass for you. I'll do it. I'm not above it. Anyway, so yeah, I do want to get to the other comment on that too, because Mary Gets Fit is still in here, I'm sure. She was definitely here before. Mary, wave and say hi. So Mary brought up a really good point too, and she said something that she struggles with is like the fear of failure. And I actually think that kind of goes both ways. Like, there are some people who are like really, well, I know for me, okay, I'll speak from my own experience. Hey, Southern girl. I'll speak from my own experience. Like, for me, there is, yes, big time fear of failure. And then on the flip side of that, sometimes I'm afraid of being successful too. And I'll kind of build on that a little bit. Like, something I struggle with a lot, like a thought that I have a lot, is like, what do I do? What do I do when I reach my goal? What do I do? Like, I have never been at a place where I am just trying to maintain my weight. I've always been trying to lose weight. And I'm very, very scared sometimes about like what will happen when I reach, like, am I going to know what to do? And that's scary to me. And I also don't want to fail. Ew, LB. This is why he's got the word X in front of boyfriend, right? Ew. God. Blah. Blah. Right, Victoria? Like, yeah, like, so, yeah, so that's the thing. Like, it's so, like, do, you know, like, it's just like a weird thing. Aw, right? Like, so Southern Girl said, I lost over 100 pounds and I don't know how to act. Like, that's kind of, like, yeah, like, you guys, Victoria, Deanna, like, yeah, like, obviously, like, right, keeping up, like, the lifestyle that I've built. And, you know, staying active and all that. Like, that part I get, but I feel like up here, like, I'm not going to know what to do with myself, not being on a weight loss journey. And I feel like this is a common struggle. I feel like I've heard this from people who have lost weight before. Southern Girl just chimed in there. She said, you know, she feels that way. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you guys. Oh, Julia. Oh, that's such a pretty name. Julia said, that terrifies me too. When I reached my goal the last time, I never figured out how to maintain. Guess why I gained it all back and then some. Yeah, I can totally relate to that. Totally relate to that. Victoria said, that's something I was told. Oops, I scrolled up. That's something I was told when I was 22. I was complaining to my boss, an older woman, about losing weight. And she was like, oh, this will continue forever. I mean, that is a good way to look at it. IL, hi, how are you? I think once you reach goal, it's good to set new fitness goals so you can channel that energy somewhere positive. I love that. And I'm going to hold that in my heart. That is actually, I really love that. Thank you for saying that. LaFay said, this is why I decided to build my habits around what my body needs at final form. I have tried to live every day at goal maintenance. That way I am already doing what I need to do. I love that. Hi, Love Carbs Journey. How are you? Love Carbs Journey said, doing the mind work now about those feelings might be the way to go. No, I absolutely agree. Mary said, hardest thing I ever heard from my ex was that he doesn't want to have, I scrolled, I'm sorry. That he doesn't want to have intimacy with me until I lose weight. Oh, God, what a jerk. It was an abusive relationship and I'm happier and better without him. I agree. I'm sending so much love to everybody here who has dealt with like a highly toxic person in their life. That's going to be our topic for next week because I really do think that needs a whole episode dedicated to it. We will talk about this. We're going to build on this next week. Next Sunday, the whole episode will be dedicated to like relationships and weight loss, and that can be positive and negative too. So we will talk about that for sure. Thank you for everybody sharing your experiences, by the way. I know that is not really easy to talk about. My heart 100% goes out to you, but you are a survivor, right? You survived these toxic relationships, and you should be very proud of yourself for that. You should be very proud of yourself for that. So, anyway, I'm getting emotional again. God, you guys. I don't even have any excuse this week. Just that I care a lot. I care a lot about you guys. Let me go. Let me get caught up here. Caitlin said, I've been listening to some things, and so many successful people find joy in knowing that the journey is their constant level up and the final boss isn't the real goal for happiness. What a great way to look at it. And of course, I love gamer references, so I love that. Victoria said, then you find the other things you're interested in. Maybe along the way, you'll find hobbies you enjoy that you want to pursue being healthier. I actually have this weird like bucket list thing. Like I want to do all the state parks in Oklahoma. So yeah. Southern Girl said, I've maintained for 16 years, but I still mentally see myself as heavy. And that's a big part of what we're talking about today. That's a great segue into like kind of what I want to wrap with is that it's really, really hard to not see yourself as the fat person. And I mean that like from a place of love, right? Like I'm not saying the fat person is like, I'm not fat phobic and I'm not fat shaming anybody. Put that out there 100% before anybody tries to say that about me. I would never, ever. But I think, like, for me, I know, like, sometimes, I've lost a significant amount of weight, 30-something pounds. I'm almost at 35 pounds lost. That's a significant amount of weight. And I still have a hard time, like, looking myself in the mirror and saying, like, oh, you have lost weight. Like, I kind of go back and forth. Like, there are days where, like, I don't see myself as big as I am. And then on the flip side, I see myself, there are some days where I see myself like bigger than I am. Like, I know that's kind of confusing, but like, can anybody relate to that? Like, it's hard. It's hard. Erin said, that's why I feel it's important to learn how to eat healthy, start and maintain positive habits and plan for your maintenance when we do reach our goals. It's a big part of what I help people with. Yes, it is. No, and I agree. Like, I still have a ways to go to my goal. I think I'm going to start planning that like now and really start thinking about it. Christina said, what annoys me is how much weight changes. Yesterday I was 302 and today 307, 5 pounds in bloat and salt waste, etc. Yeah, that is frustrating. I agree. Becky said, what should I say to my dad when he calls me fat? And to all of my ex-friends, my dad calls me fat every day. I mean, does he know? That's horrible, Becky, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. I am so sorry. Because you are way too young to have to deal with that. But I think you need to tell your dad like how much it hurts you. I think I'm a big fan, and I don't know if my mom is still in here, and I hope this doesn't upset her, but I feel like when I was growing up, nobody in my house ever talked about feelings. I feel like feelings were like, you didn't share those. I don't ever remember talking about feelings with my parents. I don't ever remember my parents talking to each other about feelings. I don't ever remember us as a family talking about feelings. It was always like they were supposed to be this like suppressed like secret. And that's something I've worked really, really, really freaking hard to get through to my kids, is that like, when you have something to talk about, come to me, talk to me. Tell me how you feel. If something makes you uncomfortable, you say it. If something makes you upset, you say it. Like, you don't hide it. Don't hide your feelings. There's no reason to. There's no reason to, right? We're a family. We live together. We love each other. That stuff needs to be out and open. And so that can be hard sometimes. Sometimes that can be hard. But so for me, Becky, I am a really big fan of like just laying it all out on the table. Like, Dad, when you say this stuff, this is how it makes me feel. It hurts me really bad, right? It hurt me so much that I went into a stranger's weight loss support chat and was brave enough to bring it up there because it upsets me so much. And I looked for advice. I mean, I think that me, like, if it's somebody in your family, like, you just have to lay it out. You're too young, Becky, right now to like, I mean, you don't have a choice but to live with your family, but you can let them know that how it makes you feel. And it sounds like, I mean, I know a little bit from what stuff you've told me in the past. It sounds like there's a lot of emotional stuff that goes on there. So I mean, I'm not a health professional in any stretch of the imagination. I'm not. The best I can do is tell you what I would do in my situation, or what I would encourage my child to do. Would be, you know, you have to put it out there. You have to lay it all out and just say, and then, you know, it's just maybe dealing with it. If you have a school counselor that you can talk to, that would probably be helpful as well. Or the school nurse, I would do that. IL said, the most toxic person in my life is me. I'm my own worst enemy, but I've been changing it a lot and doing so much better. Thank you for your inspiration, Sarah. Aw. I'm gonna get emotional because I really care about you guys so much. Like, I know I say it all the time, but it's because it's true. Like, I really care about you guys, and I want you guys to like live your best life. So thank you, IL. That's very sweet of you. I know I'm missing a lot of chat, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Becky, definitely definitely lean on your mom for that. Lean on your mom for that, for sure. For sure. Mom, I wasn't attacking you. We'll talk about that. We can talk about that offline. I'll turn this into Sarah's family therapy session. I have no qualifications at all. I love you, Mom. Jeanette said, my childhood household was the same. It was the suppression of those feelings that led to my unhealthy relationship with food. It is so important to process through those with someone. Yeah, I agree. Christina said, we live in a society that doesn't value truth, so naturally people want to hide their true feelings in order to fit in. No, I agree with that. My mom always told me, I will love you no matter what, but only can help you if you speak to me. And I told the same to my son. I love that. I love that. And Aaron makes a very good point here, too. He says, unfortunately, some people aren't capable of change or understanding those things. All we can do in those situations are try to control how we let those things impact us or how we react. I agree. Becky said, no, I don't. And I don't really trust a lot of people at the school because they are quite shady. No, I'm not in the Facebook group. Oh, you should join it. Becky is really, really young. She's a teenager, just so you guys know. I like everybody to be well aware of that, because I'm super protective, because if it was my child, I would be very protective as well. So I'm a little protective of Becky. I'm a little protective. She is young, and she comes here for support, and I just adore her. And I hope she knows that she is worth it, and I'm so glad she reaches out to us here for help, because we're here to support everybody. Mom, I don't have any qualifications either. We're on a 2-week trend of me getting emotional at the end of the live stream. Yes, we do love Becky. We are here for Becky. right? Our weight does not define us as people, as humans. Um, Thank you, Jeanette, for posting the link. Thank you. Um, we and this goes back to a point that Erin said, and that it was, you know, you, we can't control other people. We can't control other people. And thank you, Teresa. I'm so glad that you came in today. I hope you will join us next week as well. And I know you're active in the group, so thank you for that. We cannot control what other people say or do, but we can control how we let other people make us feel. And I think that is like a really good way to like close out. It's just, remember, like, there's going to be a lot of mental stuff that comes along with weight loss. It's just comes along with it, right? And I think it's up to us when we have to make the decision as to where are dealing with those emotions and those feelings, like where we have to identify when we have to seek like actual professional help for it. And there are going to be times. Hi, Derek. I didn't see you pop in. I'm so sorry. Hi. There are going to be times when what we're dealing with requires like a professional, help. There's just going to be times. And I think everybody should be really encouraged to do that. I know mental health there's been a lot more light being shined on it in the last couple of years, but it really is so important. Like, you should not feel like you have to process those feelings alone. And I know it's still not accessible to everybody, but hopefully within the next few years that changes and it becomes, just like going to a regular doctor. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to seek, actual professional help. And just remember, like, you can't control what other people say or think about you, but you can control how you feel about what they say or think about you. And I think that's something to like really hang on to as we progress through our journey, as we reach our goals. Like, remember that the most important person is you. It's really more about taking care of yourself than anything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream today. I know this was kind of a heavy topic, or a heavy theme, but I think, I really think that we have to talk about this stuff in order to like really support each other. And I think it's good to just know that, you're not alone. And there are obviously other people who are going through very similar things. And so, like, I think it's really important. And I give yourself kudos. Like, you guys should give yourself kudos for being brave to like share your experiences and be here to support other people. Because it takes a lot. It takes a lot. It can be hard, right? It can be hard. And so we'll continue this into next week. I think Deanna and Erin and everybody, I mean, we were all talking about this. I think our relationships are really, really critical to not only our weight loss, but just our overall well-being. And I think that's a great topic for next week. So we will talk about that. We will talk about that on the live stream next Sunday. So I will look forward to that, because I think that's really, really important to discuss as well. And again, I just want to remind you guys, like, I'm not a counselor. I'm not a mental health professional. I work in technology. I don't even really deal with people that often. Oh yes, Jess, go ahead. There is a step challenge going on. I'm kind of a bystander. I'm like cheering for everybody. I'm not doing it because I'm doing something a little different for March. But there is a challenge going on. I know Jess and Christina Julia are doing it, but it's called March into March, and it's a step challenge. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I know Jess and Christina Julia are doing that challenge. So please, if you're not subscribed to their channels, go check them out. Not even for the challenge, but because they're amazing people who I adore. So go check them out. They are doing that challenge. I'm gonna kind of get in. I'm I'm going to be loosely doing the challenge. I have to I don't know. I'm not going to even get into that. Oh, Deanna's participating. Erin is awesome. Erin said, Sarah, I didn't get my video done for today. Was up till 5 a.m. trying to get it done. What could you possibly still have to do? You have more subscribers than me now, and you haven't put out a video in a month, my man. Just put it out. I'm always going to bust your chops about that, Erin. I was going to do some filming today, but I have a lot going on. Victoria, Jess Kaplan. Oh, no, you were asking Jess Kaplan. Okay. Whoopsie. I don't know about the challenge particulars. I'm just trying to do 10K a day every day in March. Woo! That is a good goal. Erin, oh my God. I know me and Jess are just going to bust your chops about it forever. Just put the video up. Just put it up. I bet it's amazing as is right at this very moment. Erin's such a great support person. What am I trying to say? Erin is so supportive. He's actually one of my favorite people in the world. He's Erin and I are friends. I consider Erin, just call me a liar if I'm not. But Erin is a good friend to me. And and so I bust his chops about stuff all the time. I don't want anybody to think I'm a mean person. Yeah, that can't stay here. Remove. And there we go. That was a very strange comment. Wow, it's been a while since we've gotten spam in the chat. Anyway, I'm about to wrap up here, guys. I'm going to go work out myself. One of my close friends who I'm grateful to have in my inner circle. Same. Yeah, so before we wrap up, Derek, that's a good question. If you're doing the March into March challenge, go ahead and give a thumbs up. Also, speaking of thumbs up, if you haven't given the stream a like, please, pretty please, gently tap the like button or smash it, whichever you prefer. Aw, Deanna, thank you. I'm so glad you were here today. Aw, Becky. Becky, we send you nothing but love. You know that. All right. Look at you guys. So they're gonna release their March into March challenge stuff Wednesday, Jess? Correct me if I'm wrong. Christina, if you have one coming up. Or punch the button like Sarah punches the mic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are all open. Yeah, look at all these thumbs up. Yay. Okay, so this week, details on the March into March, I will promote the crap out of it, even though I'm only going to be loosely involved. I will promote the crap out of it because I think it's a great challenge. So, Erin made up her own. Well, that's okay too. Bye, Kelsey. Thank you. I know I'm about to wrap up. I keep rambling on, but anyway, Derek, I'm pretty sure you can. It just started, so just rock on, and I think it's a step, you set your own step goals. So yeah, this was an amazing chat today. I thank you guys so much. As you guys know, I am on a journey to lose 100 pounds. If this is your first time here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every Wednesday, and then Saturday is my weigh-in video. And then, of course, we have Caffeine and Calories every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time, where we support each other, pick on each other a little bit. lift each other up, build each other up. I'm just kidding. We don't pick on each other. We love each other. It's all out of love and friendship and support. And I thank you guys so much for joining my live stream today. It's not my live stream. It is our live stream. This is not about me. It is about us. I appreciate you. I thank you. I send you all the love and encouragement in the world. You guys are absolutely freaking amazing. Let's go out and smash our goals next week. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.